It's bad enough suffering from the pain of arthritis ourselves, but it's even more heartbreaking and distressing as a dog owner watching your dog struggle with pain and inflammation that's associated with arthritis and other painful joint issues. Now, today I wanted to share with you my top 3 pain relieving herbs for arthritis that you can implement on their own or in combination with each other for better effect. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lyndall Pinchen, and I've been a human and animal naturopath now for over 35 years. And I've seen many dogs that have had all sorts of different pain issues, specifically around joint problems like arthritis. And I've always found that using herbs, including the ones that I'm going to talk to you about in today's short video, can really bring great relief for sore and achy joints. And make sure you stay right till the end, guys, where I'll share a bonus tip to help your arthritic dog. So stay tuned to learn more. Now, while there are, of course, many pain relieving drugs on the market that are often prescribed by your vet for arthritis and similar problems, these are not, of course, without their side effects, and in the long run can actually lead to significant impact on your dog's liver, their kidneys, and their gut function. So finding more natural options that are effective and can reduce pain and inflammation while also protecting these vital organs and systems is always going to be a good thing. Now, when it comes to natural pain relieving herbs, there are certainly many to consider. But today I wanted to focus on the following 3 that I feel can definitely have a positive impact when it comes to treating arthritis and similar problems. So let's take a look. Now, our first herb today is Devil's Claw. Now, this herb is really a great herb for both joint pain generally, as well as inflammation, and specifically for back pain. Now, Devil's Claw is a really safe option for the relief of long-term osteoarthritis and joint issues, having both analgesic or pain relieving properties as well as anti-inflammatory properties. Now, it's also quite effective for improving digestive issues, just as a sideline. Now, Devil's Claw is certainly a strong anti-inflammatory herb with its main active compound known as herbagosides. Now, within the body, there are what are known as COX2 enzymes. Now, these are activated mainly when your dog gets injured or where there's inflammation to produce substances that cause pain, swelling, and fever. Now, these herbagoside compounds help to inhibit the release of these enzymes in a similar way to ibuprofen, but of course much more gentle on your dog's tummy. And in this way, they really help reduce joint inflammation, pain, and stiffness, and can also help to calm down an overactive immune response that might be associated with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis, which of course is an autoimmune pattern. Now, Devil's Claw directly also eases muscle pain, specifically with osteoarthritis, as well as hip dysplasia and injuries to soft tissues. And it's especially helpful for those older doggies where there's that degenerative arthritis. Now, you just want to avoid this one if your dog has stomach ulcers or gallstones, and I would recommend starting on a lower dose and building this up over time. Now, in regards to dosage in terms of the fluid extract, I recommend approximately 5 to 30 drops twice daily, depending on your dog's weight, of course, starting with 5 drops for small dogs, 10 drops for medium, 20 for large, and 30 for those giant breeds. Always starting slowly, as I said, and add this into your dog's food just to avoid any potential tummy upsets. Now, our second herb today is yucca root. Now, this is native to the deserts of both Mexico and the southern western areas of the US. Now, yucca root is a really excellent herb for chronic inflammation and stiffness, as it contains 2 different compounds to assist in these issues. Now, the first compound is saponins. Now, these compounds are found in yucca as well as licorice root and alfalfa, along with other herbs. Now, they're very strongly anti-inflammatory. They really help reduce swelling in the joint and tissues and ease arthritic pain. and they actually act similarly to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs without the side effects. And yucca also actually has a steroidal effect similar to natural corticosteroids in the body, like cortisone. So they can really readily help reduce pain by reducing that inflammation pathway. And also the second compound is polyphenols and other antioxidants that are similar to resveratrol. Now, these antioxidant compounds have the ability to block pain signals and also reduce oxidative stress in the joints. So therefore, yucca can really help improve mobility over time by reducing the stiffness in the joints, wherever that might be, lowering inflammation, related cartilage damage, and supporting collagen production as well in the joint, which is a good thing too. Now, the dosage on yucca is going to be quite similar to devil's claw, going low and slow, 5 to 20 drops 1 to 2 times a day, and adding this also into your dog's food once again to avoid any potential upsets. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel too, guys, if you haven't already, for my weekly videos. Now, our third and final herb today is Jamaican dogwood, known for its analgesic and sedative properties. Now, I'm going to admit, guys, I was a bit hesitant to add this herb in. Look, it is a strong herb, and it is best to, potentially under the supervision of a practitioner like myself or a holistic vet. However, when prescribing this herb, we also need to remember to be cautious about the dosage, just starting with a really low dose, as it can be toxic in very high doses. However, it's a really effective pain reliever that I just wanted to at least bring it to your attention. Now, I tend to use this one in combination pretty much with, rarely on its own, but pretty much with other anti-inflammatory herbs. Now, you do want to avoid this if your dog's on sedatives or antidepressants, if your dog's pregnant, or if there's liver conditions going on. However, in dogs and cats, it's really excellent to manage pain, reduce inflammation, and promote relaxation as well with that sedative property. It's particularly beneficial if your pet's been suffering from chronic pain that's been ongoing, such as that associated with arthritis or even nerve-related conditions. It shines here as well. Its calming effect also makes it useful for just managing general anxiety or stress-related behaviors. It really helps alleviate that chronic pain associated with the arthritis, nerve damage, or injuries in a really effective way. And it's also a really good one to consider for severe acute pain post-injury, where your dog may not be able to tolerate those non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. It reduces muscle tension and spasms and helps bring relaxation generally, as I said, particularly where there's stress that's associated with pain. Now, Jamaican dogwood contains isoflavones as well as compounds known as beta-sitosterols, which calm nerve-related pain, similar to the way that pharmaceutical painkillers act. So this is definitely one to have on your radar. It's really effective as a pain reliever, but as I said, it certainly needs to be given under supervision or with very low doses. Now, a bonus tip today, guys, that one thing that can really make a big difference when it comes to arthritis in our dogs, and something really simple that is, maybe overlooked in a lot of ways, is making sure that your dog stays hydrated, drinking lots of water. Now, why is this relevant in arthritis? Now, dehydration can lead to reduced joint lubrication. Now, the synovial fluid cushions and lubricates the joints. It's made largely of water. So dehydration can reduce the volume and effectiveness, which I can't even say, of this fluid. And this leads to more friction in the joints along with stiffness. Now, it can also increase inflammation due to a buildup of metabolic waste products and toxins in your dog's tissues. Now, these waste products can trigger or worsen inflammation, which of course is that major factor in arthritis and other joint problems. So keeping water intake up is going to help flush toxins through the body and keep that hydration moving things through. Now, also water is essential, of course, for good blood flow. Poor hydration really impairs circulation, meaning the joints get fewer nutrients and less oxygen, slowing healing and repair of any damaged cartilage or tissues. And this can also lead the joints to become really stiff, which of course reduces their ability to absorb shock within the joint. So therefore, it's really important just make sure that your dog's drinking a good amount of filtered water, preferably. So guys, there you have my top 3 pain relieving herbs. One of them, as I said, that you do want to use with caution, but certainly one to consider. And I've found that Jamaican dogwood is a fantastic herb when it comes to pain of any kind, really. Certainly, if you want some help with these, guys, feel free to reach out to me below. Of course, I'm also open for limited bookings. Guys, I hope that you found this short video helpful. I do really appreciate your support on my channel. I appreciate your comments as well. So feel free to comment below if you've used these herbs before, if you have any other top tips about joint herbs that you might want to share. Please feel free to like and share this video, guys, to help get it more information out there on YouTube and help to grow my channel so that I can help more dog owners just like you. But until next week's video, take care, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.